everyone! Happy Wednesday. We have made it midway through the week. Hooray! And that means it is time. Let me drop the music a little bit. It is time for another Mini Mayhem here on WizKids YouTube channel. I am Vee Mus'e. I will be your host for this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. I am very excited. We have a lovely Pathfinder / Starfinder thing going on with our minis today. Let's just do the whole big spiel and make sure we get this going. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. If you could, please. We always love having our subscribers join us. And if you want to know when these live streams happen as well as videos when they come along, make sure to ring the bell for notifications. Every so often YouTube gets to be funny and you'll hit that notification bell and it doesn't remember that you did. So if you're not getting notifications and you know you hit the bell, hit it again. That's honestly my best advice for it. And also, if you were enjoying yourself this afternoon, don't forget to hit like. So I did the whole YouTuber thing. All right, we got that out of the way. But as I said, I am super excited for today. We have some fantastic miniatures from Pathfinder. I have a whole bunch of different varieties here. I have some pre-painted, I have some unpainted, I have things that have already come out, things that are about to come out, and all of that loveliness. So to get started, I thought it would be fun to pull out the big guns because this guy is a big boy. This is a set that did come out already in October 2019, which I know seems like eons ago, but it was a thing. And it is this. Look at this beast. I love this. So this is your Pathfinder Battles Legendary Adventures Goblin Village Premium Set. Okay, this is one of those big sets that I love because they're fantastic for your terrain collections. This is one of those things where I'm going to take it out of the box, but not completely because there's so much in here. Oh, actually, let me tell you what is in here because that would be good. So I'll hold this up again because I absolutely love the contents. I'm going to lean back in my chair so you can see everything. Okay, so it comes with 2 bonfires. 1, and no, I am not kidding, 1 child cage, 1 goblin chief, 1 goblin throne, 2 junk piles, 1 junk statue, 1 large hut, 1 magic pig, 1 palisade gate, 3 palisade walls, 2 pickle barrels, because pickles are important, 4 pig pen fences, 1 pig pen gate, 1 small barricade, and 2 small huts. Okay, this is everything you're getting in this one. And as always, I am making sure that in the description below, there is all that wonderful information. I highly and always will encourage you, please check with your FLGS and see if they have this in stock. If they do not, I'm sure they'll be more than happy to work with you and help you get a hold of this loveliness and anything else I'm going to show you here today. Always support your local guy. Now, if local guy is not an option, because I know, hey, sometimes there is not a local game store close to you, that's where by all means, please explore the options to shop online if you need to. So let me, there we go, slide it out of the box. I wanted to do that first. And I'm gonna flip this to the overhead. Here we go, ready? Ta-da! Okay, and I need to move my cup of tea because this is so big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift off the blister here. Oh, I'm sorry if this is loud, but I want to, yeah, let me shift this away from the microphone. This is always the fun part. Blister is another one of those things where I've said it before in the past. It is great for storing this to keep everything organized if you wanted to. But here it is out of the blister and you can see all of these fantastic pieces in the box. So this is one of those things, if I go too high, you're gonna see the behind the scenes that you don't need to see. So I'm just gonna take out a couple pieces here and there so you get a feel for what this has in store for you should you get a hold of this. Let me just quickly zip over to, yeah, the paint job, Fred, is fantastic on this. And this is also like mini painting terrain maker experience here. This is one of those things where I would be thrilled because this is so great. Boom, right out of the box. Here is one of the palisades and I'm loving the texture on this because, I mean, look, you have the wood grain detail happening here on these posts and the rope weft. Hello. And look at the texture on the ground. So that's one of the palisades, and again, you get 3, okay? 3 of these guys. So you kind of make like this fun little circular setup if you want to. So that's one of the palisades. Again, big thumbs up on that one. Let me take out one of these huts. Look at this, isn't this cool? You have all that stitch work, which I think, especially for goblins in Pathfinder, which I love, is known for their goblins, and I'm a huge fan of the Pathfinder goblins that WizKids has released even in the past, because those are always so fun and dynamic looking. But here's one of the huts. I love that we have the stitched together hides. So you get that going, and it's got a really good space on the inside too, and this is great just to keep it nice and stable, quite frankly. So you have, that's one of the huts. Okay, let me see here. Good morning, Leonardo from the Philippines. Oh, loveliness, I love that. Oh, I wanted to show you the, look at this. This is another one of those fires with the translucent plastic. So if you wanted to sort of amp this up a little bit, you could very easily put an LED light in here if you wanted to. So that way you can get some flickering light going on with this bit of scatter for your terrain. So there's that, which I thought was just so awesome. Here is, I have to show this one just because it's the pig and it's got a crown. I mean, come on. This is just too much fun. I love these little whimsical, fantastic details that get put into sets like this, because that, I mean, just running a game, I would have such a blast with this. It's too cool. What else is another great piece that I wanted to show you? Let me take the Goblin King out with his throne. I'm trying to be good with the tape too. Come here. Hold please, hold please. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'm trying so hard with the plastic in the microphone. Okay, so here is the Goblin's throne, which you can see is all this fantastic gnarly wood. And then here is, hold on, let me put the throne down so we can see the Goblin King himself. Look at just the grin, okay? The grin. And I love the skull at the end of, I guess that would be his scepter. The skull at the end of the scepter is wonderful, and he just pops right into it. So he will sit in his throne thusly. That's just such a fun little touch. Those extra little details are definitely in this set. I will 100% say that. Oh, here's the Palisades with the gate too. And functioning. If I can get, oh, hold on. Functioning to the point you have that crossbar. Forgot to mention that one. So you can pop it open both ways. See, you can go this way, can also go the other way. Ooh, and I think because I tried opening it with the crossbar on, that's my bad. So it goes both of those ways, and then you can lock it up with your crossbar. So I think that's another fun little detail that's going on in this set. And what else do I have? Oh, this is fun. Here we go. Isn't that grand? With a little detail of the skull and just like the mix-matched, misshapen way the planks are nailed together. It's such a goblin statement. It's honestly, it's a great mix of goblin-y terrain, and I could very easily see it working for orcs and other types of, you know, that type of feel. Or if you want to have more of that jungle vibe, great terrain set for that as well. So this is, let me spin around so you can see the bottom portion. So this is what you can get in all of this. And like this is such a big piece. I literally can't get it all into frame at once, but it gives you a sense of everything you can expect. Let me raise that up a little bit so you can see. So yes, these are upside down, but that'll help with the for now. But you can see all of these fun things. Oh, Fred, I'm glad you're enjoying this. So yes, that is our fantastic Goblin village, in which I'm gonna just pop this back up here and let me just tuck it over to the side. Get it out of the way for now. Okay, so we have that going on, and that's an MSRP of $99.99. Just in case I didn't say it again, reach out to your FLGS, please. Let them know you're interested, and hopefully they can help you out. Now, let's move on. This I'm bringing out because there was talk about, and I'm waiting for this comment. I know it's gonna come, but I'm popping out the Pathfinder Battles. It's an unpainted miniature. It is the Hydra, okay? Again, I have information for this down below, and if not, I will make sure I update as we go along. But all hail the Pig King? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Jessa, let's all hail the Pig King. I mean, I would. why not? But here we have the Pathfinder Battles Deep Cuts Hydra. And this is a very cool miniature because of the fact you can see here, you have all the heads that you can switch out and put in as you see fit. And that was something that was brought up in a previous stream about having that ability. So let me take this out. This one I do want you to see up close. However, I'm gonna have to open it. And look, I told you I was gonna get a letter opener. Got my nice little sword letter opener here. So I'm gonna open this up carefully. And let's switch back to the overhead here. And boom. You can see the box itself is great. You have all the lovely details. And you can see what you're getting in the box because of this fantastic open window. Love that. And the back, you will get your artwork. So if you want to make sure you have sort of a color guide, definitely use the back of the box for guidance here. It gives you a sense. Or if you decide you do not want a red Hydra, by all means, you can paint this whatever color combination, however you'd like. It is your mini, it is your table. I will always say that to people whenever they are painting. But this gives you sort of a sense of what you can expect. Now let me take this out. Dee-dee-dee. You know, that's a good point, Leonardo, about the Goblin Village. You could use it as sort of a frontier. Thank you. I was like, why did I blank on the word? As sort of a frontier theme as well. Okay, so here you can see all your different options. And this especially, I think, is beyond clever. You have, because we all know with the lore of the Hydra, you cut off the head, more heads grow back. So you can very easily have it play out with your players, that as things move along, you can add on more heads, which that's just a fun interactive element altogether. But you can see everything here, and I am going to pop this out. I need my scissors now. I was smart. I made sure I had scissors available too, which are, they're over here. So let me just nip this out. And if anything, you see that this is very much kept nice and safe and secure. Looking at the microphone and not the camera. Great job. So it's nice and secure in its packaging. It won't wobble around on you. There we go. So here you have, in this case, it is the classic black base. I will say, however, the base in and of itself and the weight of the miniature, you could go without the base if you so choose. So I'm just going to make that known for everyone out there who enjoys their minis on more immersive bases. So here you can see, look at the detail. This really is some fantastic, the scale work is lovely, and even here you can see the texture that's been put in here. This is one of those minis where it is going to be a fun one to paint, absolutely, because of everything you'll be able to bring out and enhance as you go along here. See, I picture this as almost as sort of a, like a Black Viper-esque type color scheme. I always like to look at nature references too, so I would absolutely be going to take a look at reptiles and different types of snakes and probably build a Hydra look off of that. So this is the body. All right, here's your body. And then let me, carefully, I'm gonna pop out one of them. I'm not gonna do all the heads because that's gonna get to be interesting. But as you can see here, you have these different shapes going on. So you can see where you need to insert and go along here. So this one looks like it's going to go right there on that one. And that means that the heads stay nice and secure and locked in. It's very similar to things we've done with other miniatures that have the interchangeable pieces. It's almost like little puzzle pieces. So if you haven't seen this before with our miniatures, it's like each shape is sort of a puzzle piece, and you use that shape to guide you as to which head interlocks into that, no, not stem, neck in this case. So that just gives you an idea of how this all looks pulled together. And again, I do want to pop out one of the double heads. Just a second here. That was loud. Okay, so here we have, this is the double head to the same neck. Actually, let me shift that so the camera can do a better job showing you what's going on here. So you can see you now have the two heads extended on the one neck. So say I'm in the middle of the game running it, one of the players lopped off one of the heads. That means you can quick pop it out. And then, like I said with the puzzle piece, I am matching this shape to this shape. And I'm going to carefully insert, and it locks right in like so. So that's how these work when you have the interchangeable pieces. Something I want to make sure you got to see. Let's see here. Right, Fred? Oh, coral snake. That. And rattle. See, that's what I mean. There are so many cool bits of inspiration from nature that you could apply to the Hydra. By all means, if you want to go to the classic red, do it up. If there's something else that is calling your name for your Hydra, because your table, your mini, by all means do that. But this is the Hydra from Pathfinder Battles Deep Cuts. It is available now. It is $29.99, and again, if it is not already in the description, I will be adding it to the description after. I think I added this in yesterday. It was one of those things we lost internet for a little while, so that was fun for me. But I'll just give you one last quick little glimpse here, so you can see the rest of the heads in the blister. But these are nice and secure. So when you get this, everything is take it out and get started. Yes, pre-primed. I want to make sure I mention that too. So here is your Hydra. And if you want to have one of those Hydras where you can make it interactive, this is a fantastic miniature for that need. Hands down, without question. Let me put you over here. I end up barricading myself when I'm done with these streams. I did it last week with everything. I was like, oh, and now I have to pick this all up before I can even move. But it's fun. And there it is, the Hail Hydra. I was waiting for that statement because let's face it, I think we're all pretty much geared up for that one. Let's keep going with the unpainted miniatures, the UPM you might hear me refer to them as, I should say. Because remember, Wave 12 released last week. So these are available now as well. So let me take out these beauties. There's 4. Come here. Okay, so we have these 4. And it's 2 big ones and then 2 standards. So the first one we have is the Minotaur Labyrinth Guardian. Okay, we have that loveliness going on. And I will be doing close-up of these. I want you to see scale as well when I hold up these boxes. And this one is really cool. This one is the Nightmare Dragon. And again, we'll be getting better looks at these. 8 heads of doom. Oh, an albino snake. That could be really cool, Jessa. I like that one. Here we have our cultist and our devil. So these are our medium-sized type of deals. And the headless horseman. Which, there we go. So I'm going to flip over so you can get a closer look at these. And since I have it in hand, now keep in mind, these 2 are $4.99 and the big ones are $14.99. So here is the Headless Horseman. As you can see, keep an eye out now with the new packaging. We have purple for Pathfinder. I like that because, you know, P and P. But this is a really fantastic mini. I love the pose on this, and I am going to open this one up because I want you to see all the details that have gone into this one. So give me just a quick minute here. And yeah, that's the other one, mini terrain domain that I want to take out is the Minotaur because that one is fantastic. The details are just, no, I love them. Let me actually, let me show you the back of the packaging while I have you here. But like I said before, you can very easily use the back of the packaging if you need a color guide as well. And it'll give you a sense of if you want to paint it to look like how it's pictured. You can save the back and do just that. So there's that. Again, you get your classic black base. And yes, there are miniatures where we're shifting over to the clear bases. Something to keep in mind. Set you over there. And here we have the miniature itself. But once again, you have that musculature happening on the horse, which is just... See, I'm geeking out here because of the whole miniature painting. I would have so much fun just with the horse alone because of all these details between the work on the tack and the bridle and everything like that. I mean, hello. But look at the cape here. Just the folds in the fabric, and they're nice deep grooves to the folds. So you really can have a blast raising out those higher details with your highlighting or going back in and like physically doing those finer lines along them. Even the ground has some great texture to it. And look at, you have the detail around the hooves. All of that. It's truly a gorgeous sculpt. And let me see if I can get the focus here. It's smaller, so it's a little, there we go. I think that's about as close as I'm gonna get it, but you get a look at the head as well with the hair flowing back. And it's actually holding it by the hair, which I think is, there you can see it right there. So it's just, oh. Again, those little extra details truly just amplify, there we go, what's going on here. So that's the Headless Horseman. Very cool miniature. Very excited about this one. Fred, can you get a pet? I mean, I don't know. I'll mention scarecrows are being requested. I can honestly say that's a first for me. But here is the other one. You have the cultist and the devil. And again, these are really well done in terms of the textures and everything going on. If I sit here and take out every single miniature, we're going to have a very long stream. But I want you to see that one, and here is the background artwork. And if you're ever curious about our unpainted miniatures, you can always go to wizkids.com/UPM. It's in the link below, but I will mention it out loud as well, or it's in the description below, the link. Yeah. So that gives you an idea of these two minis. And then, like I said, actually let's do the Nightmare Dragon. This one I can give you a good sense just in its blister, provided I keep the lights off of it. But you can see, look at those wings, the stretched skin. It's gorgeous. Even the open mouth, just like the curling of the lips and the gums and the teeth and the tongue. Ah. This is, and it has the translucence again, so you can have fun playing around with lighting on that one and using your inks and washes if you wanted to on that section. But yeah, here we go with this. Ta-da! So we got those going. And then, this is the one I want to take out of the box. Oh, let me show you the back of that too. That's the artwork for the Nightmare Dragon, but again, interpret it as you see fit. And then here finally we have the Minotaur. Let me take him out because this is a gorgeous one. Oof. Hey, what you looking at? How are you? Thanks for joining. So the cultist comes with a free patron. Cool, right? Let me get this going here. And this is the back. So you can see it's this dark and ominous figure. But the sword, ooh, I love that flame detail. The sword is what sells it for me. So let me remove this. Again, it has its black base. But here is the Minotaur itself. But look at this. The detail of the chainmail and the armor. And the armor has some nicks and dents to it, which I love to see in miniatures because it gives you such a sense of having been in combat and everything like that. It's wonderful. Cloven hooves, the details on the horns with the bands, and this sword is just, I'm really loving this sword. You could even have it, you know, as something else entirely if you didn't want to do flames, but something magical-esque to it. You could very easily bring out because of this translucency, and you can see, I'll wave my hand so you can see, it really, you can see through it. It's almost like glass right now, is the best way to describe this one. It looks like glass. So that is the front of this. And then let me flip over. And you can see the details in the cape. And it's one of those capes that has that more of a tattered look to it. Again, the worn and used factor. It's not like a nice straight edge that's been rippling. It's, you can tell this dude has been through some things. And there's the back of the sword again. I'm just gonna rotate this slightly. There we go. Look at this. The details are so precise and well done. And I love the flow of it. Truly a gorgeous sculpt. So, the neon green energy. Oh, that would look really cool. I like that idea. So here is the Minotaur Guardian, or Minotaur Labyrinth Guardian as well for you to take a look at. Let me just pop the box, or the blister I should say, back on that one. So there is that. And again, these are the UPM for Wave 12. They have all come out. They are readily available. Reach out to your FLGS. Let them know you want any, all, whichever. And you can check out description. I have SKUs and everything like that for you. The smaller ones are $4.99. The big ones are $14.99. Now, you've probably noticed on the side while I was showing off the miniatures, there were these minis that were cycling through. Now, these are ones that are coming out soon, September 9th, and they are the Pathfinder Battles Premium Figures Wave 2. And I do have them here with me as well, and there are 6 of them, okay? So these are very much out of the box, ready to go, pre-painted miniatures, which I'm a huge fan of. And it's one of those things where they're fantastic in terms of these tiny little details. The premium ones are really, they are upping the game and they're looking fantastic. So that was just one of the bases that fell if that got picked up. Digga, digga, digga. So here you can see, I mean, even the box alone, I love, I'm trying to get it picked up. So there's this great holographic thing in the packaging I wanted to show you as well. I just think that's so much fun. Beautifully packaged, secure in their blister, everything like that. You can even see all the way around because of how they are packaged. Big thumbs up so you can get a closer look. And I'm going to flip over now, back to this overhead. And these are the renders of these miniatures floating around next to me right, well, there-ish. But I have all 6 in their boxes right now. And what I want to do is I'm going to take out the human male cleric because that one is just so darn cool. So let me show you the back first. You get all the wonderful information. Adventure awaits. Quickly now, ready your forces and venture forth to explore the world for riches and glory. Already we're getting that fantastically epic feel to it. So this one, if you're interested, is the human male cleric. And let me, oh, hold on. I need to trim him out of his box. There we go. So I did want to take him out because with the spell and everything, it's just a very cool mini. But here it is, blister packet, still in there, you can see. Black base. Just don't turn it upside down like I just did. But here is the mini itself. Let me adjust. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I want to get this so you can get a much better, closer look at this. So I'm going to hold it up here. And there we go. All right, let's pop you out of the way now. So here you have, oh look, and he just popped up on screen. How perfect. So you can see this wonderful spell effect. Sword raised at the ready. And just these great little touches going into it, from the belt with the various pouches to the texture on the leggings and the boots. And let's spin it to the back. Even the cape. So these are really well done miniatures. I want to take the one out so you can get a look at it, but there are 6 of them. So let me just quickly cycle through the others. So this was the human male cleric. And here you have the half-elf male ranger. Which is just, I love the pose of this one. This one's just powerful. And again, just fantastic details. There he is right now. So that gives you an idea with the render as it pops up. So there's that one. Here's the elf male fighter. Again, the black face. And it's that powerful stride going on for this pose. Give you a sense of what he looks like in the packaging. And there's the render right now. Just so much fun. And now we have the half-orc male barbarian, which, hey, that works. It just appeared. Look at the weapons here. I mean, there's some really cool detail happening. And again, the boots and everything going on there. Just, let me check and see. How much falling damage was that? Well, let's see. If we put that into, we're probably looking at about 40 feet based upon... I completely kid. So that is the half-orc male barbarian. Here we have the human female rogue. And I love... Oh, she's just appearing right there. I adore this pose. It's not one you see often in miniatures, and I just... That one speaks to me, but she's got this gorgeous cloak with the hood up. It's just so cool. And all the details on the gauntlets. Or the bracers. Those might be bracers. And then the human male rogue, who's in this crouched position with the dagger ready to stab. Just, again, so very, very cool. And all of those extra touches, the folds in the fabric, the leather work, the rivets. There he is right now. Such a great piece. They all are. They're fantastic minis. These are $79.99, and again, they're coming out September 9th. These I do not have yet in the description below. I will be adding them, but it's one of those things where they're cool. They really are fantastic, and I would be more than happy to pop them out of the box and put them on the table. So let me just set these over here for now. Shift, shift, shift. Okay, so let me see what else I have. Oh yes, so now we're back to something else that is already out. In fact, this came out over the summertime, midsummer, and it is the Pathfinder Battles City of Lost Omens. There are already 2 videos up, and that is for the Red Dragon and the Black Dragon, as well as for the Thieves Guild sets. Both of those sets are fantastic. The miniatures are stunning. I just didn't have time to get around to doing a boosters video, so I thought, let's, for this stream, take a look at what you're going to find in the boosters, which come as a brick, if you so choose, a brick of 8. And they are just... They're really, there's some great minis. Now, because of how I got this set, I don't have boosters to open, okay? I got something where I got all of the miniatures so I could see the full collection. But what I did is I went and I pulled out some of my favorite ones that I thought were the most spot on, fantastic details, because I want you to see how cool this set is and everything, well, not everything, but get the idea of everything that you'll be able to get with this set. So this is another one of those things where if you wanted to get the brick itself is $127.92. Contact your FLGS, see what they have on hand for you. And it's 8 boosters in a brick is the count for you. And in this case, we're looking at 128 figures total type of situation in a brick. And I'm just making sure, because I always want to double check the numbers here. So in each booster, you're going to get 1 large figure, 3 medium or small figures. So I have a variety of some large, some mediums, and some smalls as well. You're killing me, smalls! I had to. Okay, so here we go. This is the first one I want to show you because it's actually the first one that caught my eye. And where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Here we go. So here we have the large green dragon. Oh, that's right. I had to switch around because of focus. Let me just adjust the focus here. There we go. That's better. So here we have the large green dragon. Like I mentioned before, there is the other set. Actually, I'll put the sets in the description after this is done too. But in the red and the black dragon set, those are just as gorgeous. But here is the green. And again, all pre-painted. But I just love all the details on this fellow. That's why I wanted you to see him specifically. But look at this green dragon and the wings. I mean, hello. Hello. I love it. Really fantastic. So we have that one. And it's 44 figures to collect. Let me make that clear. So there are 44 figures and there's various combinations and all of the boosters you can get depending on how many you get and how many bricks you get situation. So this is one of the 44 that could be in one of your boosters and or brick. So there's that one. So again, that was the, let me show you the bottom. Large green dragon, 42 of 44. And then this one was, oh, come here, you. This one's also fun. This is the Kruth. I am Kruth. But look. Again, it's another game of the details and the texture. Look at these, the way the claws are just extended out and the one hand that's sort of like curled up on itself. It's just, though, again, those little extra details, it really just sets the scene all the more. So here is Kruth. Gives you a sense there. Another one of the large ones. All right, now this one, I think I have the pronunciation, but this is always the fun thing where sometimes you read it and it gets stuck in your head one way, then you say it out loud and you find out later, no, that's not. So I'm trying here. But here we have Ku'uluthi. I think. Don't quote me on that one. I'm working on my Cthulhu-esque knowledge. But this is another great large. And just so much fun. And I love the colors here between the army greens and the oranges. And you get the plate work, which is wonderful. And the texture on the shells and the claws. That's another, this is, again, I pulled like my favorites from this set because I thought that would be a great way to show you just how much is going into this one. Now we're going to go into Pinacosaurus. I almost called it the Pinocchiosaurus, and I know that is so not right. But the Pinacosaurus, 29 of 44, and look at this beast. Again, the texture on the spikes, the number of spikes, the tail, the plates on the tail. Look at that. This is not something I'd want to run into. I want you to see the details here on the legs and on the underbelly too. So that's another one I was really excited to see up close and personal and wanted to share with you all. It does have a foresty feel. You are not wrong. There is absolutely a foresty feel to this one, Fred. And let me see here. Oh, okay. So then there's also this guy. And this is the Skin Stitch. You're gonna love this one. This one I got excited for, and I'll explain why. But here is Skin Stitch, which I'm a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, so immediately my brain went, it's the Oogie Boogie Man. I know it's not, but look at the details in this pre-painted boy. Just the faces that are scattered throughout, I mean, ugh. Definitely heebie-jeebie. But that's another fun one, another large one as well. So this is a Skin Stitch, again, from the city of Lost Omens Brick, or boosters, depending on what you purchase. Even, did you see how the lips are like stitched together? Look at that. Too close. Just, whew. It's creepy, and the colors being so cheerful makes it all the more creepy. A big ball. Nice, Fred. A big ball of nope. Yeah, I won't argue with that one at all. Oh, that's good to know what you're looking at. Thank you very much. Put that thing back where it came from, so help me God. You guys are on today in the chat. Okay, so here we have, I think it's Belize Angel. 36 of 44. But this one I thought was just stellar because, again, I'm showing off the transparency of this, the translucency, I should say, of these wings. I'm really appreciating the use of this particular blend between the translucent and the solid details that happen here, because that to me is incredible. And I just love this pose. Really is such a cool mini. And even the back of the fabric, look at this. Let me get the right angle here. If I can catch the light the right way with black. There we go. You can see nice and deep texture to the folds of that fabric. And just this. I'd honestly probably have something out on my table to like make the light play through it even more. Just for funsies. That's the terrain person in me speaking. The effect really is, aren't they? Right, Leonardo? The wings really are awesome, not option. It's a neat option to have is what I was going for as well. But, and I'll do my ASMR mini stuff. You can hear I nail across the texture so you can tell it's nice and deep in there. Just beautiful, beautiful mini. Let's do a couple more mediums. This one I love because I am very much jokingly, a druid. So I thought this one was just so cool. This one is a Naiad Queen. And I just think it's such a cool representation. I just loved it because it's unique. I haven't seen anything like this before. And this little detail here, it's sort of like dragonfly wings, or like maple tree seeds where they look like helicopters. Reminds me of that. Little wings on the maple seeds. That's her. And then here we have a Hellspawn Adept. And you get this, which again I locked onto because you have this great flowing coat with the tails and the hood pulled up. I mean, this could even be fun as a PC miniature. So there's that. And I also really enjoyed this one. Here we have a Damp Hair Wizard. Ta-da. I mean, let me put my hand behind it because black on black doesn't always work. This, in terms of the sculpt itself, I love the shoulder pieces and the details that are on the coat. That's just it. Again, we're steering back into all those little extra details here. So we have that. And now I wanted to show you a couple of the smaller ones. And remember how I said I adore Pathfinder Goblins? Yeah. Here we have Chief Zuzgut. But look at this grin. I'm gonna need to adjust just a little bit because with the smaller ones, they need a little extra focus. So let me bring it in more. There we go. So here's the chief with his crown and patched up clothes. And again, this is in the boosters, or if you get a whole brick, you're 8 boosters in a brick. I love the grin. The grin is what makes it for me with the goblins, quite frankly. So there's that one. And then we have a Ratfolk Grenadier, which, oh, can we get you, buddy? Close to. As you can see, this is one of the small ones. But again, not someone I'd want to cross paths with, not with that sneering face. Even his little pouch and the tail poking out the back of the coat. Just so much fun. And you'll also get some bits of scatter. Just to let you know, there are some bits of scatter that come in this set. This one is the one that seriously caught my eye because it just looks so cool. Now this is solid, it's not translucent, see? But you get this glowing quality because of the iridescent paint. It's shifting in its rainbow tones. I'm gonna move it around a little bit so you can see the color shifting around. But you'll get fun little pieces like this to help set your scene on your tabletop as well. So there is that. I just love it, the texture and the, so cool. So very cool. Yeah, the grin definitely says nothing good is gonna happen with Chief Zuzgut. So that is the City of Lost Omens booster brick components. And that's just a selection. It's not all of them. It's just a selection. There are 44. There's a couple variations. So there's 44-ish that you can collect all together. If you get 4 standard bricks which is 32 boosters. It's then the count of the 128 figures total setup type of situation. So that is the rundown for the City of Lost Omens. Again, that should all be in the description, so contact FLGS if FLGS is not an option because there's not one near you, or it might be closed for reasons, current state of the world. You can then check out online and see if you can get your hands on this. And it really is, just speaking on the other miniatures that came along in this collection, it really is a great variety. You get some fantastic large creatures to work with. The scatter bits are fun and like really neat elements to incorporate into your game. And the medium and small miniatures are also so nicely done. So I wanted to show you the ones that really just jumped out to me. But all of them together as a collection are huge, huge thumbs up. Yeah, the booster packs are fully addictive, what you're looking at. I completely agree with you, and I thoroughly enjoy them. Especially because it's the whole like surprise. I will try to get my hands on boosters in the future because I realize just how much you all in the chat enjoy the surprise element of it. Like I said, I got this set ahead of time before we started doing this particular stream, so I had everything, but it doesn't come in booster form. So I'm keeping that in mind for future stuff to let you know. Now we have, oh yes. There is one last go around here, which I need to move a couple things around here. Let me move this blister, and then we're moving on to our Starfinder. And these are the Starfinder Battles Galactic Heroes, and the separate set of Starfinder Battles Galactic Villains. Both are selling for $34.99. They are already out, so these are one of those things where you can go and check it out, see what your FLGS has on hand, let them know you want them, and hopefully they will work with you to help you get a hold of them if for some reason they are not in stock. So let me take these guys out, and this is going to be sort of our little wrap-up group, but here we have, oh, hold on. Focus! I have the autofocus on when I do the straight on camera because of the varying sizes of products. But this gives you an idea. Here we have the heroes, and here we have the villains. I'm looking at my reference screen, so everything is like opposite. But let me flip these to overhead so you can get a nice close-up look at these. All right, move the mouse, and let me adjust focus again. Here we go. I want you to see the packaging because the packaging is really, it's a fun one. Here we go. So you can see in the packaging you have, it's got that more futuristic look, rightfully so. And you have the logo, title here, and this fun spacey background. And you get 6 figures in total in both of these. All right, just so you're aware of that. You get 6 heroes, 6 villains. So that's the front of the package for the heroes. Side panel. And the back. It's just so bold and lovely. I need to move a window here because I got something in my way visually. Here we go. Battle among the stars in a galaxy of weird wonders and dangerous aliens. Really awesome. So let me quickly, I want you to get a look at these. Give me a second here. They're coming out to play because it's such a fun set. I want you to get a feel for them. And off to the side. So here, taking them out of the blister. Gives you a sense of everything going on here. I need like a little side table. But here they are in the blister. And you get, in your pack, you get an android, Xenoseeker, Kasatha. Really? See, school's about to start, so we've been getting all these phone calls. A lot of fun. We'll see who's calling. Name unavailable. Okay, we don't know who's calling. So then we have Kasatha Thaumaturge, as well as Lashunta Mercenary Commando, Shirin Soldier, Yusoki Technomancer, and Vesk Champion. So you have all of these in here. And I'm going to pop out this fellow, because this one I think is a fun one to look at. I'm not going to do them all because we are getting to the top of the hour. But just to give you a sense. Just to give you a sense of everything going on here. And this is another one of those. This is why I wanted to pull this one out. You can see we have the translucent going on here. It's just such a fun way of doing things. But I love the armor. And then you have the details on the tail. Side panels here. It's a great set of miniatures. It really is. It's a lot of fun. I personally haven't played Starfinder, or Pathfinder for that matter. Pathfinder's on my list if I really want to for RPGs. But if you have a futuristic-y type game happening, that's why I'm not taking them all out. If you have a futuristic type game happening, something you've even homebrewed or what have you, these are fantastic for that purpose. It's opportunity calling. Thanks what you're looking at. All right, so here we have, I forgot I shifted the focus. Here we have the Galactic Villains. Now there is one I definitely want you to see. So here you have the front of the packaging here. Same thing, you have that space galaxy background. And then aliens attack, battle among the stars, all that good stuff. The science fantasy villains of the Starfinder universe land on your table with a set of 6 gaming figures for use with the Starfinder role-playing game. They really are dynamic in poses too. They all have different sort of stances, which I think is fantastic. And once again, let me take the top part of the blister off so you can see all of this. Starfinder is awesome. That is good to know. It's one of those things that there are so many games out there and so little time. But there's so much I would love to learn and get to do. I just need like 5 clones. All right, so here we go with the villains. Because why not? Give you a closer look at all of them. Again, super duper cool. Really fun. And here you have an Eon Guard, Diasporan, Space Pirate, and if I am flubbed, like I said, I'm doing my best with the pronunciations. Patrol Class Security Robot, Necrovite, Space Goblin, Zapparator, and a Contemplative. So that's what you have for your villains. And I think we all know which one I want to show you, because this one I was just like, oh my lord, it's too much fun. So this is your Space Goblin Zapparator. And you can see, if I get the focus on, give me a second here, there we go. So you can see, got the little space helmet going that you can see through. It's been a little damaged. I just love those little touches. But once again, that goblin grin that the Pathfinder goblins are known for. But yep, here you go. This is your Space Goblin Zapparator 512. Ta-da! So much fun. Really and truly. Lots of little touches that just make them ever so unique. So that is the Starfinder Battles, the Galactic Heroes, and the Galactic Villains, and those are out now as well. $34.99, correct? Yes, $34.99 for each set. Not together, but for each set. So, Space Gubbo is best disguise. Hey, no arguments here. Absolutely none. So those are all the miniatures I had for you today from Pathfinder. We have some other fantastic ones. Basically what I'm going to be doing with these streams is sort of alternating as we go. So we had WizKids ones last week. Before that we had some D&D. Next week is going to be another round of D&D miniatures and sets you can expect from us over the next couple months. Things that are available for pre-order, things that are going to be releasing soon. Always be sure to check in and see what we have to share with you. This is something that's going to be happening every Wednesday at noon here on WizKids YouTube channel. For those of you who joined us after the whole big first hello, and thank you so much for joining us for this hour. It is always a pleasure to see everyone in the chat, and very much appreciate, he needs duct tape for the helmet. Always appreciate the interactions in the chat and getting the reactions that people have over these products. If at any time you have a question, you are more than welcome to reach out to us. You can find us over on our socials. We're active on Twitter, we're active on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that. So do let us know if you have something that you want to know more about. I do my best to try and make sure to address it or find out more for you after the fact. That being said, please be sure to tune in next week for some D&D stuff. And for those of you who've been asking about a certain particular biggin, yeah, I have some things to share with you next week. Let's put it that way. And I think I'll leave it at that for you because it truly speaks for itself, especially now, because I got to see the pictures yesterday and Very cool stuff. So that's what you can expect from us next week. But again, if you're interested in anything from these Pathfinder sets, please be sure, reach out always, always, always to your FLGS. They, especially during this time, are offering different options. Some are even offering to ship to your home. Some have curbside pickup where they will leave your order for you at a scheduled pickup time. Just give them a call and find out what it is that they are doing to accommodate your needs as well as safety needs depending on where you live. And if local is not an option, because hey, it happens sometimes, just go down here where it is shop.wizkids.com. You can check that out as well. You can also, Amazon and everything like that. I think that is it for today, my friends. Thank you so much again. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, give that one a quick little tick and, bing, ring the bell and you'll get the notifications as to when we do things like this, as well as when videos are going up. And for those of you who are into HeroClix, we have some really cool HeroClix videos that are releasing from Scott Porter this whole week. So today has been day 3. I think there was a certain figure that is revealed, if I'm remembering correctly, that you may want to go and check that one out. It is a pre-recorded deal. It's on this channel exactly. And there'll be 2 more videos happening both Thursday and Friday. So check those out too. And on that note, let me say, whoa, hold on. Thanks for the preview video, Valkyrie B. I am giving you that because of that alliteration. I am a sucker for alliteration. That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Patrick. All right. Take care, everyone. I am going to end it like I always like to say to everyone out there. Be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Until next week, take care and bye-bye.